to you on a cracking night here at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It is Manchester United taking on Chelsea.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
And number 19, Brian McLean.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. Luke Shaw starts with Matthijs de Ligt in central defence. Bruno Fernandes plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And a look at the Chelsea starting 11. Cucurella starts with Reece James in the fullback positions. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And the referee's whistle indicates the beginning of this match. That's a good-looking ball. Chelsea struggling to keep the ball. Here's Luke Shaw. Now Casemiro. That's a good-looking ball. How about the cross? Good-looking move. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. João Pedro. On to Caicedo. Caicedo. Pedro. Now with Caicedo. And Chelsea looking dangerous. Reece James. Attractive build-up. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. De Ligt. Here's Luke Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Now De Ligt. You can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. In particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, he's a good all-round player, but make no mistake about it, his finishing is absolutely brilliant. He's so composed in front of goal.
Showing good ball control.
He wasn't going to lose that one, was he?
De Ligt. Here's Luke Shaw. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Casemiro. Now De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Tosin Adarabioyo. Now with James. Pedro Neto. Neto. Now with Caicedo. Cucurella. Chalobah. On to Caicedo. Tosin Adarabioyo. Now with Caicedo. Moises Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. Now with Caicedo. And Sanchez has it now. James. Trevor Chalobah. And back to Robert Sanchez. And now back with the keeper. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. Teamwork and passing in evidence. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Could be dangerous. It's come off the keeper. Casemiro. Now De Ligt. Now Casemiro. De Ligt. Now Casemiro. And playing it to the goalkeeper. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Cucurella. Moises Caicedo. And Chelsea moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Fernandez. Surely! Oh, that's splendid play. Cucurella. Fernandez. In position. Moises Caicedo. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect.
Yes, there's certainly room for improvement. He's struggled to have any real impact on the game. He hasn't got on the ball enough, and when he has, he's given it away cheaply. But I'm sure we'll see a marked improvement in the second half.
Second half underway, and both teams will be itching to break the deadlock. Advantageous situation here for Chelsea developing. Pedro must take the lead here. Stunning piece of defending.
Yeah, got there just in time, didn't he?
Casemiro. Here's Luke Shaw. And here's Cunha. Diogo Dalot. Now De Ligt. Here's Luke Shaw. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Diogo Dalot. Now De Ligt. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Here's Luke Shaw. Now De Ligt. Not giving it away. Here's Luke Shaw. Diogo Dalot on the ball. De Ligt. So to the keeper. Here's Luke Shaw. So half an hour remaining. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Luke Shaw. Diogo Dalot. Moises Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. João Pedro. Moises Caicedo. Reece James. Fernandes. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Good-looking move. Pedro. And regaining control of the ball.
Well, no chance there. That was a good bit of defending.
De Ligt. Now Casemiro. Burmo. Benjamin Šeško. Here's Luke Shaw. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. James. On to Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Trevoh Chalobah. Neto. On to Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Progress made by Chelsea, and at this late stage, a goal could be decisive. Well, fantastic reflex action. Fernandes.
Well, the United fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration from one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale to this game we've got.
Diogo Dalot. Given away by Manchester United. Pedro. Cucurella. On to Caicedo. James. Still level, but Chelsea on the attack, near the end. And teammates to play it to. couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. Here's a change for Manchester United. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Chalobah. Fernandes. Now with Caicedo. And that is that. The 90 minutes have come and gone. Neither side holds the advantage. Well, the ball rolling again, no end to the action. It's the first period of extra time, and I must say this has been a back-and-forth type of game. Ugarte. Ball retention is often part of it. Here's Luke Shaw. Ugarte. Can they make this count?
Can they just increase the tempo here?
Might be able to set up the chance. Well, the keeper didn't have to think too much about it.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with himself there. What a wasted opportunity.
Fernandes. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Reece James. Enzo Fernandez. Now with James. Fernandez. Now with Caicedo. Chalobah. Tosin Adarabioyo. Pedro. Cucurella. What can Chelsea do from this position? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Vermo. Manuel Ugarte. And fed back to the goalkeeper. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. The first period of extra time is over. 15 minutes left. Maybe after that, penalties, we'll see. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Mazraoui. Now De Ligt. Manuel Ugarte. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Here's Luke Shaw. Manuel Ugarte. Deciding to give it to the keeper. Here's Luke Shaw. Doing everything possible to keep possession. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Committed challenge. Adarabayo. Romeo Lavia. Good pick out of teammates. And still looking for space. Nice looking move, this. Maybe dangerous here. Oh, chance! And there is the golden goal. One that glitters for them and secures their victory.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's all about the pace of the passing. One touch, slick movement, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.